Welcome to Titans of Terror, where we look at the men and women who have shaped the horror landscape. Today's subject, Jeffrey Combs. Jeffrey Allen Combs was born on September 9th, 1954, in Oxnard, California. He is the fifth of 9 children born to parents Gene Owens and Eugene Combs. Both of his parents originally came from the Ozarks region of Arkansas, but moved to the Santa Barbara area. He graduated from Lompoc High School in 1972, then attended the Pacific Conservatory of the Performing Arts, then furthered his acting prowess in the Professional Actors Training Program at the University of Washington in Seattle. He spent about 4 years acting in regional theater before moving to Los Angeles to pursue a film career. He landed his first role in the 1981 comedic satire film Honky Tonk Freeway, playing an unnamed drive-in teller. The film was called, and I quote, "the unquestioned commercial disaster of the summer." Jeffrey's first horror film came in 1983 with Frightmare, which follows a group of drama students who decide to kidnap the corpse of a recently deceased horror movie star, and they unwittingly release an ancient black magic that begins consuming them one by one. That same year, he also appeared in the Steve Martin sci-fi comedy The Man with Two Brains, directed by legendary funny man Carl Reiner. The film is about a brain surgeon marrying a femme fatale whose life he saved, causing his life to turn upside down. In 1985, Jeffrey would have his first starring role in Stuart Gordon's Re-Animator. Based on a story by H.P. Lovecraft, the film tells the story of Herbert West, a medical student who has invented a reagent which can reanimate deceased bodies. He teams up with a classmate and his girlfriend to conduct bizarre experiments. The film today has a large cult audience. Jeffrey's performance was almost universally praised. This was Jeffrey's first collaborations with both director Stuart Gordon and actress Barbara Crampton, but it would definitely not be the last for either. The film would go on to have 2 sequels and even a musical play. The next year, Jeffrey re-teamed with both Gordon and Crampton to make From Beyond, based on another Lovecraft story. The film centers on a pair of scientists attempting to stimulate the pineal gland with a device called the Resonator, with the unforeseen result of creatures from another dimension. While not as successful as Re-Animator, From Beyond now has a cult following as well. In 1987, Jeffrey appeared in the sci-fi action B-film Cyclone, about a woman who must keep the ultimate motorcycle from falling into the wrong hands. Jeffrey plays the inventor of said motorcycle. The film was directed by Fred Olen Ray and stars Heather Thomas, Martine Beswick, and Martin Landau. 1988 brought Jeffrey to Cellar Dweller, a monster film about a comic book demon coming to life. The film was directed by special effects guru John Carl Buechler and was written by Dan Mancini of Chucky fame. The film also stars Deborah Farentino, Brian Robbins, and Yvonne DiCarlo. That same year, he also had supporting roles in Dead Man Walking alongside Wings Hauser, and in another Fred Olen Ray film, The Phantom Empire, opposite genre queens Sybil Danning and Michelle Bauer. In 1989, Jeffrey returned as Herbert West in the sequel, Bride of Re-Animator, directed by Brian Yuzna, who was a producer on the original film. The bride was played by Kathleen Kinmont, best known for her role in Halloween 4. Jeffrey was nominated for a Saturn Award for Best Supporting Actor. In 1990, Jeffrey teamed up with director Stuart Gordon for 2 more films, The Pit and the Pendulum and Robot Jox. In both films, Jeffrey has supporting roles. In The Pit and the Pendulum, Jeffrey worked with genre legends Lance Henriksen and Oliver Reed. Robot Jox is a post-apocalyptic mech movie with a cult following. More supporting roles followed, including 1991's The Guyver, a sci-fi superhero film based on a Japanese manga, and Trancers 2, a sci-fi action sequel from Full Moon Entertainment. Speaking of Full Moon, Jeffrey's next leading role came in 1992's Dr. Mordred. The film was originally going to be based on Marvel Comics' Doctor Strange, but Full Moon took too long to make the movie and lost the license. So they changed up some of the story elements and made Dr. Mordred. Jeffrey stars as the mysterious sorcerer attempting to stop an evil wizard from opening the gate to hell. Also in 1992, Jeffrey played a supporting role as the computer geek D-Day in Stuart Gordon's Fortress, a sci-fi action film about a husband and wife being sent to a maximum security prison because she's pregnant with a second child, which is against the strict one-child policy. 1993 brought Jeffrey to Necronomicon, Book of the Dead, where he portrayed legendary author H.P. Lovecraft in the wraparound story of an anthology film. More Lovecraftian films followed, including 1994's Lurking Fear, in which Jeffrey plays yet another doctor. Reteaming with Stuart Gordon and Barbara Crampton in 1995 resulted in Castle Freak, about a recovering alcoholic who inherits an Italian castle with a freakish monster locked away in the basement. The monster escapes and commits a series of murders. Jeffrey also appeared as a heroin addict comic book shop owner in Cyberstalker, aka The Digital Prophet, one of the first full-length films made available for download and play via the internet. That same year, Jeffrey appeared as Gilroy in the heist thriller Dillinger and Capone. The film imagines a world in which John Dillinger is not killed and lives on to work with Al Capone. The film had runs on Cinemax and HBO. In 1996, Jeffrey appeared in two films. First, we have Peter Jackson's The Frighteners, in which he plays an eccentric FBI agent whose obsession with catching a serial killer was as unsettling as it was comical. Jeffrey's ability to seamlessly blend dark humor with tension became his signature style. His other 1996 film was the HBO biopic Norma Jean and Marilyn, in which he played actor Montgomery Clift. Also in 1996, Jeffrey began portraying Weyoun on the television series Star Trek Deep Space Nine. He was killed off, but the writers found his character interesting, so they made clones of the character for Jeffrey to play. In 2013, Weyoun was ranked as one of the 10 best villains in the Star Trek franchise. Jeffrey would also appear in other Star Trek series as various characters. In 1998, Jeffrey portrayed the hotel manager Mr. Brooks in the hit slasher sequel, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. The next year, Jeffrey would appear alongside an all-star cast in William Malone's remake of House on Haunted Hill, where he would play the deranged head doctor of the hospital, Dr. Vannacutt. Jeffrey would return for the sequel 8 years later. Even today, Jeffrey Combs remains a beloved figure in the world of genre entertainment. Whether reprising his roles in films like Re-Animator or lending his voice to animated series like Batman the Animated Series, Jeffrey continues to captivate audiences with his unique blend of intensity, humor, and charm. And it's not just the characters that have earned him a lasting place in our hearts. It's his devotion to his craft, his ability to entertain, and his unwavering dedication to bringing fear to life. A master of transformation, Jeffrey's given us some of the most chilling, complex, and unforgettable characters in horror and science fiction. Through his performances, he has proven that terror isn't just about the monster, it's about the man behind the madness. The bat salutes Jeffrey Combs, a true titan of terror.